What's up, man? Hopefully, I got this shit going. I don't know, man. This shit was tripping. Let me go to my main screen. Fuck. I got y'all. Y'all hear me? Like, what's the hell going on? Is we live? No, we're not live. What the hell? Y'all there? Fuck. Yo, yo, yo. We good? Y'all got me? Okay. As a DP next time, my bad, guys. I'm glad. Okay. Let's go. Nigga, Suave, I was calling you, nigga. You wasn't answering your phone, man. The hell's going on? All right. Yeah, man. So I just wanted to get on here. This is just a random live, and I just wanted to just basically let y'all know how much I appreciate y'all, man. Like I've been getting messages, DMs, volume low. Let me see. How about now? Is that better? Better. Too loud? What's up? Love from Ohio. Kevin, what you asking me questions like that, man? This is a positive thing, man. No need for none of that BS tonight. Let's be cool, all right? Yeah, man. So basically, I just wanted to just tell y'all, man, like I've been getting messages and DMs, overwhelming, heartfelt messages about people saying how much they appreciate and how much they love what I'm doing. And I didn't want to let it go. I don't know when I'm going to go live. I think I'm going to go live tomorrow, but I didn't want to let it go another day without telling y'all how much I appreciate y'all. And that if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't be doing this. But I've been just thinking to myself, damn, I never saw this for myself and building this community and building this out with love and positivity and pushing just positive energy. And we had talked on it last week about how we felt like a change, a shift in energy and making our presence felt. And not just me making my presence felt, but y'all making y'all presence felt, because the viewers, you guys push the content. And I no matter what, I would be on here doing what I'm doing if I only had 2 viewers, 3 viewers or whatnot. But it's just reassuring knowing that what I'm talking about is being heard and is being felt. And I've been trying to push these shorts on YouTube to try to get the algorithm going. And I'm just trying to stay positive with every message. And I guess with the positive message, you don't get that viral, everybody coming to see or what. But at some point in some time, we're going to be on a level where it is going to be viral to be where we're at and what we're doing. So let's just keep up what we're doing and let's start a wave, and hopefully it catches on. It's cool to be positive, and I always get the oh, how did you do this? But it's you don't have to be a square. You don't have to be a gangster. You don't have to be 2 sides of the spectrum. You can be a good dad, come from the streets, and be a good dad, a good husband, and still be solid. Still be solid in your square. I'm still Ace Boy Smart Cuz, but we need you. What's up, Ace Boy Smart Cuz? But I like that we're putting out the image of us. This can be a loving husband. This can be a loving father, a supporting father. My kids are in another room. I'm at home doing this, and it's not easy scheduling and doing things like that. Damn, that earthquake in Taiwan was nutty. And outside of everybody having their time slots, but making sure that I allocate enough time with my family and make sure that they get priority and they get what they need before I can come here and and do this. But as we do it more and more, we're going to get more comfortable with the messages that we're sending out. But one of the main messages the people want controversy, Kevin, but that's not what we're gonna do over here. We're gonna keep it solid, and we're not gonna play into that card. We're not thirsty like that over here. We got 63 viewers in here, and I like it because I actually can read all the chats and I can interact with y'all. I appreciate this. But one of the major messages that I've been getting through like Instagram and even on YouTube is that like people didn't have like that mentor, that father figure, and people be calling me OG, Uncle Rio. So, and it's funny to me because I don't even think of myself as like old like that. But y'all are younger than me. Y'all kids out here. And I have been through a lot in life, and I'm not college educated, but I have been through a lot in the streets and overcome a lot. And so I guess what I'm saying in my message is like, you can get out. You can do better in life. You don't have to be stuck where you are. And this is me just being real. And the message people saying like, oh, I didn't have a father figure. That's the first time I heard that. Like no one's ever talked. And I reply back to all my messages, and I try to give as much one-on-one real answers to what people are asking and the questions that they're asking, because they're asking like serious questions like, hey Jay, hey Rios, how did you kick alcohol? How did you overcome this addiction? And it took time. Everything took time. But when I get those messages, I give them my energy. I give them my focus. I give them my attention because they deserve it. And I know how hard it is out there struggling through life. Anybody older than my peer group dropping dimes will always be referred to by OG by me, just out of respect. That's what's up, R&R Ramirez. Shout you out. And I'm going to be here to continue to share. And I got so many stories that it'll come out through time. But I wanted to share with the people that are saying like they didn't have a father figure or they were raised by their mom. They are women that are raising their sons and don't know how to raise their sons and have questions with that. I refer back to this poem that I have called, that I read late in life, called If by Rudyard Kipling. I had brought it up a while ago. Oh man, I appreciate you traveling agents on the East Coast, but I read a poem called If by Rudyard Kipling, and I wish I would have read that poem earlier in life. But as I read that poem, it made so much sense to me about like the virtues and values of a man and how to come up and how you should be and how you should balance your emotions. And the poem read so viciously that I was like, damn, I've kind of learned these throughout life, and I feel like that's where I'm at right now. But for y'all, for the women out there raising young men, young boys, for young men out there that didn't have a father or weren't raised by a man, it's a bomb poem, and it's called If. I'm going to try to pull it up, actually. Okay, I got that one. Let me see. I'm going to pull up the notes because I took a picture of it somewhere. Here we go. Boom. By Rudyard Kipling. Let me see how this is looking. All right, I'm about to pull the poem up, but let me get to what you guys talking. Nah, I'm not going to answer your question, Kevin. This is not the place for that. You know what I mean? Like, we can have a one-on-one and shoot that out, but that's not what this is. This is, you have your own ulterior motives, and it doesn't matter. The question that you're asking doesn't matter to anybody. This ain't what I'm doing here. This is different. Definitely a lane for the positive stuff, bro. This is from David. And also that's smart because it's a lot of chaos through Fig Muni World and No Jumper. So it'd be cool for you to start this positive movement. Heavenly Sins, thank you. Everybody respects someone who is always themselves. And that's the other thing, not code switching, being who you are. And that's a part of this, like this poem. Oh man, it touches on all this shit. Watch when I read it. I don't know what my favorite Ace Boy Worldwide episode was, but let me think about it. But yeah, let me pull up this. Let me see how it pulls up on the screen. Okay. So let me move this over a little bit. But this is a great foundation for anybody that like just wants the idea of what I think the basis and foundation of what a man should be is this, man. Like, and it reads like old style, but I broke it down to like 4 sentences per section. And can't believe it was a crash out at some point. Oh, dude, crash out is not even the word. Like like I was not like a crash out dummy. Like I was trying to prove myself to everybody, you know, like without getting too personal about stuff. I was trying to prove to everybody that I was this. And then once you start proving that this is who you are, it becomes an expectation of you. And so at some point I started growing and I was like, damn, I got to be this because this is what's expected of me. I wanted to grow out of it, but I had become known as this person and this is how I should be and this is what I should do. And it was rough, you know what I mean? And what I was that set it off cat, you know, and going after the biggest cat and doing this. And if somebody showed me that they were like scared to do something or they didn't want to act on something, I would just do it immediately. Like, hey, what you scared of? Like, just do that. And like trying to prove a point. But it really wasn't me being me. I was being what I thought I should be instead of just naturally being myself. And it took a long time for me to reflect on that and figure out why I was doing that and figuring out where I was triggered or where the target happened that was the case. But I can look back on moments in my life where I was a good ass kid, but then stuff happened and you just turn into, what up, J-Dog? I ain't never been punched on Fairwood. I done got jumped and stuff, but I'm from Eastside Long Beach, man. We wasn't getting packed out like that. But let me just go into this poem by Rudyard Kipling, and I think it's a great base for if you guys know a single mom raising a son, or if you know any men that were raised by women, or men that are raising whoever. It could go for everybody, but this is a great base for the upbringing of a boy. And this poem was written to his son, but it starts, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. So if you can keep sturdy when everybody around you is losing it, and not only are they losing it, they're blaming you for it. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting you. So if you can trust yourself when men are doubting you, but also understand why they're doubting you and see from their perspective, like, okay, I can see that, and not blame them for doubting you. And it's like goes, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting or being lied about and don't deal in lies. So if you can be patient, right? And go about life and being lied about, somebody's lying on you and you don't even deal with the lies. You don't deal in lies. You're like, all right, I'm gonna stay solid. Or being hated, don't give away to hating. Don't stoop down to somebody else's level. Just because somebody's lying on you doesn't mean you need to lie. Or if somebody's hating on you, you ain't gotta hate back. We handle shit with grace. Or being hated and give way to hating, and yet do not look too good nor talk too wise. It's like you don't have to floss. You don't, if you got it and you feel you're educated or you feel you're smarter, you don't have to make other people feel small. It's like walk through life smooth, walk through life balanced. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, so if you can have a dream, but don't give everything up and throw everything to the side just for this dream. Have that dream, but work towards it. Don't rush into shit. If you can think and not make your thoughts your aim, if you can think and keep moving through life and not let that shit take over your thoughts, you're good. If you can meet, this is a cold one. If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, Like if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, the cold part is he's calling triumph and disasters imposters. They're not even real. Like if you win something, you could win and not even really win. You could have done something dirty to get that. You could meet a disaster, but you could have learned from that disaster. You could have grown from that. And it's like meet those two with the same energy. Heavenly Sins, thank you. How difficult was it for you to change your thinking? It was very difficult. I had to meet my wife. It had to take a lot of time, and it wasn't like even purposely some things. It was just things that I came across and growing in life that hit me. Keep even kill emotions at all times. You be a cold motherfucker. That's straight up. And the cold thing about this poem, I remember when I read it, I had told this dude I knew, Sherrod, I was like, hey man, I read this poem, such and such, it's called If. This fool recited it word for word to me, and he said his fraternity that he was from, I forget what fraternity he was from, they had to memorize this poem. And I was like, damn, why y'all ain't giving that game to us? You know what I mean? But that's how dope it is. A fraternity, they have to memorize this. Here I am, reverse psychology, Dub Rios. Hey, I fuck with y'all, man. And so where I was like, so if you can meet triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same, that alone, you're going to be ahead of a lot of people. If you can be cool and balanced and walking through life and meet disaster with a solid look, like, okay. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, if you can bear to hear the truth that you've spoken, that you speak, twisted by knaves, and knaves is like untrustworthy people, like bad people, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. So somebody take your words and twist them to make them seem like lies and make a trap for dumb people to believe them. Like someone will take what you say, twist it so that a fool will believe it and turn fools against you. Or what? And then so if you bear to hear the truth you spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to. Watch the things that you gave all your energy to, all your life, you've given it to something, and you can watch those things be broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools, nigga. Like if you can have everything you've built up broken and you can stoop, get down, and build everything that you lost back up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss. So if you could take all your money and put it on a roll of dice, take it all and put it all on a dice game and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can lose everything in a toss, in a roll of dice, lose it all. And start at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. That's like, you can lose it all and you never complain. You don't complain. I went through life and I read this and I was like, fuck. I went through my whole life losing and didn't complain, didn't tell nobody. I just stayed patient with my head down and kept trucking. And that's what it is. You have to be willing to throw it all away, lose it, and not even speak about it, but go about your life like nothing happened. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew, your muscles to your bones, sinew, your tendons, your ligaments, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they're gone, if you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to still serve you, if you can make your muscles, your bones, your heart, and your strength serve you long after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. There's nothing left but your will. Nothing left but your will to keep you going. Your bones, sinew is your nerves, your ligaments, muscles to bone, and heart. It takes more energy to be negative and positive. You're right about that. But if once all that's gone, and you don't have, and to serve your turn after they're gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on. What's up, man? What's up, Roach Guy? that right there is like when you don't have anything left. You have nothing left. You are beat to shit and you are in the gutter. And all that you have left is just your will telling you, like, come on, cuz. Come on, nigga, let's go. This motherfucker wrote this in the 1800s, and it's so called. And then this one right here is like keeping your virtue. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose your common touch. What do you think that means? If you can walk with crowds and keep your virtue, that means if you can be in a crowd of a bunch of people with all from different walks of life, and you can keep your virtue, if you can stay true to who you are in groups of people, and no one can be like, oh, nah, he's acting different, or he's doing this and that, or why he act like, but you are the same person in a group of people, and you can walk with kings and not lose your common touch. Like, you could be with people with money, rich motherfuckers, and you still keep yourself grounded and understand that this ain't nothing. You may be a king, but I could walk with a king and a peasant and treat them the same. I treat a poor person, a bum, the same respect that I would treat a king. Everybody is valuable. Everybody's worth something. So if you could walk in a crowd of people and still be who you are and stay solid, woo. And if neither foes nor lose a common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if your foes and your friends can't hurt you, sometimes your friends are your foes, but neither one of them can hurt you. That's how solid you are, how balanced you are. Like, okay, copy that. I got it. Somebody do you wrong. Okay, for sure. Thank you for doing that, because you just exited your way out of my life. You did me a favor. It may have cost me a G or whatever, but you did me a favor by exiting yourself out of my life. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, the imposters, same thing. If all men count with you, but none too much, you keep them close. You know what I mean? Like, but you still have your solitude about you. If you can feel the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of a distance run, at the end, if you can, at the end of shit, if you can just give it 60 seconds worth of a distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it, and which is more, you will be a man, my son. What's up, Sinatra? Chapo, this is If by Rudyard Kipling, man. Rios, you putting on for the world right now as a man. I wish I would have had an OG like you around. 52, moving and grooving, love for the trays. Let's go, man. But take your time to read this poem. I'm telling you, just take your time, and it may mean something different to you. It may hit on a different level. But this shit is so real. Just the when you meet triumph and disaster, and you treat them both the same, when you treat both imposters the same, it's deep. It's deep. And I read something, someone in there said that it says a woman can raise 10 children. Yeah, I believe so. But this is just a foundation. This is just a base about virtue. This is just about value, virtue, and keeping calm and not doing too much. Keep calm in these rough waters, in these rough currents. Don't panic, and you're going to drown. If you panic with the undertow or in the current, you panic and you're going to drown. If you stay calm, swim with the current, you're going to be all right. But because I've been getting so many messages from people about how did I do this, or oh man, thank you for these gems that you drop. And the gems that I be dropping are really from shit that I read and things that I've done. You know what I mean? Like, it's just from, a lot of it's from reading. Stay calm. Yeah, you may win some. Be happy about winning. But don't let you win something and then you trying to make somebody feel bad with your win. Look at what I did. Yeah, I did that. Like, yeah, you did that. Congratulations. And when you lose, be humble in your loss. What did you learn from that loss? Build yourself back up with worn out tools. Lose it all. And don't speak a word of losing. Just get back down and build everything you lost. Build it all back up with worn out tools. And you know why you can do it with worn out tools? Because you've already done it. You know how to do it. You can lose. Like, all right, the first time it was hard. I'm going to be real. God saved me because I was walking through life blindly with negative intentions. Yeah, walk by faith. God will save you. God saves. And your faith will save you. Walk by faith, not by sight. Real shit. And those who have not seen and still have faith are the ones that are blessed. I forget how it goes in the Bible, but I've read the Bible a few times. Cool, calm, and collective. That's what you got to stay. That's why you got to stay humble. You have to stay humble. What's the thing? Don't burn bridges. Like, really, like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it to burn a bridge unless it's an attack on you physically. Yeah, okay. But you never know. And if you're in school or whatever you're in college, high school, whatever, the people that you're rubbing elbows with, you may be somewhere networking, or you may be going to a job. They may see you interviewing for a job, or they may be on some shit for a loan that you might need. And they gonna remember, nah, that dude was foul. He did this and this. He did me dirty. It comes back. Do you read Japanese philosophy books? Like what, Luz Bang? Luz Bang, thanks for the super chat, $2. Talk to me about like what kind of philosophy books. I may have. Just tell me what you mean. I don't know what happened with ladies' night. Let me see, because I was only going to do 30 minutes to make sure that they had they thing. Let me see. I don't think they going. Nah, I don't think ladies' night is going. Tega, Luz Bank, tell me what you mean about the Japanese philosophy books. If you name one. Allahu Akbar. Straight up. And people have, and the other thing is, people have such a misunderstanding of Muslims. It's the Trinity. You know what I mean? Like, you got to read about the miracles of the Quran. That's very interesting too. Like, even if you're a Christian, why would you not understand what the Quran? You still need to know what your friends believe. I was blessed to grow up Christian, but also like my second father, Ace Boy Manny's dad, raised us Muslim. So I was around Muslims my whole life, so I got to learn and see both sides. And it's both beautiful religions, but Muslims are just misunderstood because people are ignorant about the religion. You just gotta get into it. Sinatra Chapo, you going crazy right now, bro. Some people need to hear this. Don't end early. I'm sorry. If they go, I don't want to jump in on their time. You know what I mean? But for me, I want y'all to read this poem, to have this poem, go through it, read it. You know what I mean? It's really just a reminder. This is some of the stuff that we already know. Sometimes we veer off path and veer off our trail, but this is like a reminder that brings us back. Like, okay, show your sons. Hey, Sinatra, look, at the end it says, and which is more, you'll be a man, my son. I showed my son this, my 17-year-old, when he was younger. I showed him this. I'm about to get this, like, what do you call it, framed, and give it to him at one point in time. But this is such a good poem. You could read it. And every time you read it, if you can dream and not make dreams your master, like just that basic, that's just one line. And I dropped it down and I made like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's in sections. You can read one line and be like, oh shit, let me think, what does that mean to me? If you can dream and not make dreams your master, still have your dream. Don't make it your master. Don't be a fool about your dream. In Sikhism, Harmon, damn it, I need to figure out how to make my super chats where I could just read them easily. I don't know how to do this. Harmon, I can't even read your full name. I'm sorry. In Sikhism, two have any belief in any demons. Devil is false because believing in that negativity means you have no faith in God. Shout out from Toronto. I can hear that. But you have to think about things like that. Like, how do you, what's your perspective on that? Put that in your words of what you believe. Does that mean don't believe in negative energy? Don't believe in bad energy? There is a yin and yang. There is balance to life. So how can there be good with no bad? There has to be. And Sikhism is a beautiful, beautiful. I'm not saying anything against that, but just in my thought, in my opinion, you have to have one and the other. You can't have one without the other. This live hit different for me tonight. I thank you, Harmon. I appreciate you. Luz Bang, Book of Five Rings and the Ikigai? No, I never. Hey, I might have to look that up and get into that. What's it about, Luz Bang? I appreciate all y'all, man. This live hit different. E-Ripper, this live hit different for me tonight. Been going through it lately, my guy. Talk to me. What you been going through, man? You can always hit me on my Instagram. Always DM me, man. And then I just got a Google voice line because I want to start going live on the phone on the lives where I could talk to y'all. Yeah, man. There's a lot of similarities between Christians and Muslims, man. It's so many people think that Christians don't respect Jesus. He's one of their most respected prophets. They have to say an honorable prophet Jesus or something like that. You would find so many Christians that think that Muslims don't believe in Jesus. Just because they don't believe Jesus is exactly what you think he is, doesn't mean that they don't believe him. They give him all the honor. You just gotta read up. Don't believe what somebody tells you. You have to read. What's up, Cryptic? Yeah, man. I'm just here, man. And then there's actually another poem that like really touches close to home with me. You know, damn, I've been leaving this thing up for too long. My bad. There's another poem that really touches home with me because of suicide in my family. And that's another thing that people have been touching on, is that feeling like you're lost or feeling like you're ready to give up. Do it on Discord. I got to figure it out. Maybe I could do it. Jesus is in the Quran. Yeah. Shame on them. Thank you. Everybody like this video. Show this man some love. I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate everybody. But I dealt with suicide as a young man, and that was one of the major traumas in my life. I was made to go have to see my uncle after he killed himself, blew his brains out. And I was a young kid when they made me go look at his body and said, you know what, it's time for you to be a man. You need to go in there and look. And at the time, I didn't know that it fucked me up. But later in life, as I reflect, that shit tore me up. Made me like put a coldness inside of me. Ain't no way no 13, 14-year-old boy is supposed to see that. But let me see. But this one is before I get into it, we as Muslims, Vinny TV, appreciate you, brother. Assalamu alaikum, man. This one is called Stopping by the Woods by, I believe, Robert Frost. Shout out Cryptic. What's up with you, big dog? When you coming back out here, man? Look at y'all. Y'all gaming each other up, but I don't want y'all to be in here battling and keep it harmonious, man. Keep it positive and teach each other. This is what it's for. Y'all teach each other. It might be people that have questions, don't come off too harsh because they may be just trying to learn. So help. Yes. Shout out everybody. Shout out all Muslims. Shout out all Christians. Shout out all everybody, man. Shout out everybody. It's humanity. But because I had dealt with that at a younger age, it hit hard. You know what I mean? Like, suicide is a real thing. I got my uncle's name tatted on my neck. One of these eyes, yeah, right here. You can't even see it because of my beard. But rest in peace to my Uncle Marvin, man. You know what I mean? But this poem is called Stopping by the Woods. If y'all want me to read it, I don't have to go into it if y'all don't want to, but it talks about like getting to the edge and getting close to giving up, but having the will to keep going on. You know what I mean? It's called Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. And you guys can look it up or read it on your own. But if you've ever been at the point in life where walaikum salam, salam alaikum, you know, hey, I know a little something. You guys want me to read it? I can read it, but if you don't want me to, I won't. But just stopping by the woods on a snowy evening. And it's basically about seeing yourself giving up, but then remembering that you got something to do. And what is your promise that you've kept that you need to make? You can't give up because you made a promise or you have something that you need to do. I can't give up now. I got stuff I got to do. Reverend Rio, son. Nah, I'm not no reverend. I'm just an average dude that's tired of unreal shit. I'm just a regular dude, and we don't have any time to be fake anymore. I need to share everything I know, everything I've been through with y'all, because if it helps one person, it was well worth it, right? I'll read it. You guys want me to read it? You better get a better understanding what a gangster. Ace Pin in the building. Let's go. Read that shit. Shit helping me. Okay, Ace Pin Maniac. All right. Now, this poem was written in 1922. So the wording of it is kind of, but I'll get into it with y'all. I'm going to copy this and put it in a page. I'm figuring this computer shit out also, you guys, so bear with me. Shoot, my wife told me how to do it. File, new. I got it, baby. She's in there listening. I didn't even know you were up here, babe. Okay, paste. Give me a second, y'all. I'm about to read it. No, that ain't it. Oh, man, hold on. Here we go. Okay, here we go here. I'm going to close this one out. I'm like an old man when it comes to this, for real. So, hold on. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I got the layout right for you guys. All right. You got baby girl. I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it right now. I got you. Said chilly, well spent, all love, VT. I'm going to figure out where I can go to my super chats. I don't know how to go to my super chats. I'm going to get it. My bad. Yeah, Rios is an old head for real, cuz I'm not, no joke. Shout out your wife. Behind every great man is a strong woman holding him up anytime his knees buckles. That's the most God honest truth ever spoken. That's real shit. Real spill. Let me see if I can make this bigger. Look at it. I'm working on making this shit bigger. Look at that. I'm cold. Oh damn, I gotta move it over though. Harmon, your take on burnout and work when it's time to switch. So I've dealt with that. I've dealt with burnout. When I worked at SpaceX. Let me tell you, man. I worked for Ayana. How many days straight?
Like 2 months.
I worked for 2 months straight with no day off. 2 months straight with no day off, a minimum of 12 hours a day. And I got sick. Was that on Thanksgiving or was that Halloween? My first day off was a Thanksgiving's. And I had worked 2 months straight because I didn't want to get fired. I was a temp and I wanted to keep my job. And they ran you into the ground over there, man. Like they was cold at SpaceX. I love them. They taught me a lot, but woo-wee. Well, with burnout, I would say you have to give yourself a break. You have to take a break. You have to take time for yourself to chill out and give yourself some personal time. You cannot keep working, running yourself into the dirt. And then by the time you get home, you ain't got no energy left for your family or your friends or your loved ones. Like don't give your job all your energy and your best energy. What are you gonna have left when you get home? Don't be a battery, a complete battery. You gotta have something left. Go out into the world and go to work and give them your best and give them all your energy, and then you come home and you ain't got nothing left. That's not cool. Your family don't deserve that. Your friends don't deserve that. But nowadays, I feel like jobs are a little bit more understanding, but you got to take time out for yourself. Yeah, cryptic. Like I'm telling you, dude, it was crazy, and they were trying to put out the rocket, so they were trying to get on it so bad. I'm not at SpaceX no more. I did like 5-6 years there. But they were pushing so hard and they were firing people left and right, especially the temps. They would be like, hey, we got to talk to you. Bring your backpack. And that's how we knew somebody was gone. If they was walking with their backpack, they was out. Yeah. How did Heavenly Sins, how did you first react when finding out you were going to be a father? Were you nervous because of your upbringing? When I first found out I was going to be a father, I was so ignorant. I thought I could handle anything. I was just like, oh yeah, it ain't nothing. I could do this. Not knowing how much it involved being a father, having children, how much that involves, how much responsibility and accountability that you have to take on. I was ignorant to that. So I went into it confident, like, oh yeah, I got this. Ain't nothing. I can handle anything. Rude awakening. But I didn't think about my upbringing. I didn't think about any of that stuff. I was so ignorant to my confidence that I didn't even think about that. It was just like, I have it. I'm gonna do this. But let me read this poem real quick, and it's called "Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening." And you tell me what you think about it. Here we go. My dad was a post worker, man. I grew up in the post office as a kid. Post office was tight when I was younger. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. So basically, like, this nigga is riding on a horse and carriage, and he's riding by, and he sees some woods over there, and he's like, whose woods are these? I think I know. But basically, like, if I stop to fill up with snow, the dude won't see me. Like, then nobody will notice. And then he says, my little horse might think it queer. But back in the day, queer was like, might think it weird to stop without a farmhouse near. So his horse is going to be like, dude, why are you stopping here in the middle of nowhere? Ain't no farmhouse for us to hitch up to. What you doing? But he says, between the woods and a frozen lake. So that tells you how cold and how bad it is. The lake is frozen over, and it's between the woods and a frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. So he's telling you that it's a dark year, the darkest evening of the year, and between the woods and a frozen lake. So he gets off, he's out, and he's looking at the woods. He gives his harness bells a shake. His horse shakes his bells like, hey, to ask if there's some mistake. Like, hey, what's going on, dude? What you doing over there? He like kind of catches him out of his step, like, what's happening? The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and a downy flake. So all the sound, it's this cold, dark ass evening, dark night. He's got off his carriage. Nobody's around. It's snowing. The only thing he hears is just the wind and a downy flake, which I think is like a goose feather flake or whatever, like a snowflake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, which is like, yeah, it's nice, but they're dark and deep. But I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. So basically, like, the niggas looking over into the woods like, shit, nigga, I want to go over there. I'm tired. I'm done. I want to go into the woods. The woods are lovely, but they're dark and deep. Fuck. But I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. So what represents the woods in your life? It could be drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be a man. It could be a woman. You know it's no good for you. It looks lovely, but you know it's no good for you. You go over there, it's going to be dark and deep. You go over there, it looks good from the outside. You know it ain't no good for you. But you so tired, you willing to just like go over there and lay down and let the snow cover you and just let it go. But what is your promises that you have to keep? What are the promises that you made to keep going on? So the woods represent something and the promise represents something. The woods represent somewhere you're not supposed to be. It's dangerous over there. It could be the hood. The woods could be the hood. The woods could be taking that ride with your homies. Damn, I want to smoke that blunt, but I know I got to do it. We're going to go do this afterwards. I can't do that because I got promises to keep. I got to get back home to my wife. I got to get back home to my mom. I got to take care of my mom. So this is a story about looking over, having a hard ass day. Like he had a hard day writing this shit or whatever. You had a hard day at work. You had a fucked up day at work. And you on your way home and you see, you look to over here and you see something that's appealing, but you know it ain't no good for you. That's your woods. What are your woods? What's the woods to you? What's that dark and deep, lovely situation? It could be a woman. Yeah, I know she's lovely, but damn, she is no good for me. I got something. I got a promise to keep. What's your promise? What promises have you made that you can't give up? You can't just go over here, go to sleep. You can't just go over here and just spend it all. That's what this was for me. And it made me think like, oh shit, this fool is looking into the woods because he wants to go over there and die. It's the darkest evening of the year. It's the woods in the frozen lake. I don't hate anybody. Charleston White, I don't know that man. I don't know what he's doing. What I've come to learn on this internet, a lot of people are fake. A lot of people ain't real. But this represents something. What are your woods? What's your promise? What's your why? Why do you keep going? What is it that keeps you going? You got to always remember that. Discipline, how do you stop the burnout from leading you to the woods? You have your woods. What's your promise? Lucky Chuck, you promised to never give up on this crippin'. I heard that. What's your promise? Do you still have something to complete? You're not done. That's why a lot of old people pass away because they have no more need to be here. Like they feel that there's no need for them. They have no more promises. What am I doing here? I can't do this. I can't do that. I'm no longer needed. But you have to turn your promise into a blatant. You have to think about that all the time. Keep going. You might be running 3 miles and you might about to give up and you have to think like, oh shit, I got to finish this because I got to make this PT or I got to make this time to get here. I got to get to basketball practice. I got to go get my scholarship. I got to do this to get my scholarship. You got to be on it. Hey, that's real shit, Biggs. The discipline needs to be accompanied by an end goal, motivation. That's your promise, your end goal, your motivation. What is it? You need to write this shit down. Write down what your woods are, what the darkest evening of the year in the woods and the snow is coming down and you can see it over there and you thinking like, damn, that shit looks... I'm tired as fuck. I just want to go over there and lay down and just give up. What is that to you? Figure out what that is. Then also figure out what your promise is that you have miles to go before you can sleep. Think about that. That's an even bigger discussion, because that's also why a lot of these young gangbangers die too, because they have no real goal other than to rep the set. Exactly. Dude, I've never really ventured out of Long Beach other than running track and doing stuff like that, like around California, like LA. I never really ventured into LA. The homie went to go play football at Oregon. The homie Sammy Parker, and I never went up there because I ain't going to Oregon. I'm staying here in Long Beach. So stupid, crooked thinking. They have no purpose, just like those old folks that you were talking about. Yeah, they have no purpose, but their purpose, their promise is to ride. They think their whole purpose for being here is to ride for the hood. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'm doing. I got to go hard and ride. That's their promise. I would be climbing Mount Everest. It's for Lucky Chucky's a fool. I'm up at 1 a.m. in Toronto time writing this script using this motivation. That's what's up, man. What's your script about? What are you writing your script about? Ayana, can you call JJ and tell him to let the dogs out? Yeah. A lot of us low on hope. That's why we have faith. Yeah, a lot of us is low on hope, but this is why we creating a place like this. We're trying to create a space where we can talk about shit, where we can have ideas and run shit out there and be like, what you think? Oh, this is what I think about it. This is where I'm at with it. We need riders, but they need to ride for the right things. We need, like, you need soldiers, you need generals, you need lieutenants, you need sergeants. You just don't have soldiers. Even the military don't just only have soldiers. You gotta have accountants, you gotta have lawyers, you gotta have everything. That's just one part of it. These like gang banging and gangsters and I'm a gangster, but does your whole crew, do you guys have a lawyer? That when you do go to jail, that somebody's already on the books for you to represent you when you go to court? Or are you dealing with a public defender? That's where we got shit fucked up. We don't even have the mafia. They got a lawyer on deck. They got accountants on deck. If you doing something and it's organized, there's a little respect there. But if it ain't organized and you just claiming something and you just going in and out and you ain't got nothing representing you, taking care of you, helping you, come on. That would be a smart move. Shout out everybody. Shout out everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Like, subscribe if you haven't. If I'm a lawyer, see why I better get parked. That's with all y'all, man. What's up? What's going on? Truly a Whopper. Yeah, man, I'm in here. This is just a random thing. I just wanted to tell y'all about the two poems, man. If and stopping by the woods on a snowy night. What's your woods? What's your promise that you got to keep, that you can't fuck up on? Shout out to all y'all in here chilling with me, man. I was planning on only doing 30 minutes reading the If poem for y'all, but if y'all just get in here, there's a poem by Rudyard Kipling called If. It's about values and virtue. Share that with your family, friends, but read it and try to understand it. Get to the nitty gritty of it. So a lot of y'all in film, okay. I used to work in production. I was a set lighting technician. I was in that union for a long time. Worked on a lot of shit. A lot of commercials, a lot of music videos, TV shows. So spur of the moment streams are always the best. Like I couldn't go to sleep tonight without talking to y'all about how I felt and how I appreciated y'all. That's the only reason why I came. It was just to tell y'all thank you. And I've read all the messages and I'm gonna keep pushing. And y'all messages, that shit really is inspiring and motivating to stay on the path. You know, like I stay prayed up and I ask God for answers. But when I get to read those things and y'all trials and tribulations that you've been through and get to conversate back with you guys and you telling me that what I'm doing is helping you, I ain't never gonna stop. It's 116 of y'all in here. This wasn't a plan thing or anything, and I would never do anything to disappoint. Let's keep going. Let's go strong. You know what I mean? Like I said, babe, he didn't let the dogs out, Stink.
Yeah, he is right now.
Okay. Shout out to Rios. The jokes, antics are entertaining, but we really appreciate what you bring to the table. Thank you, man. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And I'm only going to get better. I'm only going to get stronger. Yeah, I'm old. I got to learn how to do certain things in here and get better. But it's on the up and up. I'm probably going to go live tomorrow, and I'll have a more structure about why I'm going live and what we'll talk about. Tonight was just, I want y'all to get that poem. If stay active. Much love to all y'all, man. Like, hey, Cryptic, drop another upload, man. You know that dude don't play around. He the best out there. Heavenly Sins. Are there Sikhs in Long Beach? I've never met I don't think I met a Sikh in Long Beach. I've met Sikhs before, but I never met them in Long Beach. Heavenly Sins, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Nah. Sicko, I appreciate you, man. Oh, and yeah, so I think I have the movie, and I think I have. That's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll talk about the movie. We'll talk about the book that we're going to read, and what I'll come out with my schedule. That's what I'll do. That's going to be my motivation. That's going to be my goal. We'll come out with a schedule and how we're going to do these book clubs and the movie clubs. Yeah, it's only Crips in Long Beach. That's true. Nah, what happened to little dude from Drewski House, Cryptic? I haven't watched any episodes. I only seen like highlights and like the funny shit on like Instagram. I don't know. Brittany, you know, trying to be something, trying to do something. I got to get my coffee with the Rioses. My next one, I got a cold one coming up. Hey, and this is what I wanted to also talk to y'all about. Like, you got to watch the people that are just trying to get a reaction out of you. There are people that literally provocateurs that just are trying to provoke you. Don't let someone get a reaction out of you just so that they can be entertained. They may not even believe what they're saying, but they know that they pushing your buttons. Have enough control of yourself to know, like, I know exactly who you are. You're trying to get a reaction out of me. And sometimes what they do doesn't warrant a reaction. Super chat from VT, $5. God is good at all times. Blessing on his path. Wisdom comes from the wise. Thanks for sharing positive from my Samoan Mexican home to yours. Love. Hey, appreciate it, VT. My Pacific Islanders, my Mexican families out there. Love all y'all, man. We gonna build a community out here. So what happened? Cryptic, you ain't say what he did. Don't read his name aloud. Okay, I don't even know. I'm just keep it cool. I held the movement down tonight. Hey, man, appreciate it. I'm trying to do what I can. But I was being real when I was saying, like, I got to find the schedule with the family because I got to go put my son to sleep and talk to him before he goes to bed and try to talk to my wife before we put it down, and go over what needs to be done, talk to my daughter. And all the time, God is good. God is good all the time. And that's the other thing. Like, I've been looking at other channels, other spaces. They don't even talk about God. I don't even ever hear them say love. Nothing. Like, it's just full of just vile hate, destruction, ugliness. That's all. Oh, damn, he lost a foot. Damn. You know, at least it's just a foot. He could have lost his life. A lot of people woke up, lost their life. He just lost his foot. Cup half empty, cup half full. That's not funny. I'm sorry. My shit goes out to Cuz. Hopefully he doing all right. I'm gonna have to look this shit up because I don't know nothing about it. But yeah, so let me get back to my family. Let me tuck my son in, talk to him before he goes down. I love all y'all. Don't forget, If by Rudyard Kipling. Bless y'all. Bless all your families. Keep God in your life. Stay prayed up. And just remember, when you're doing positive and you're doing good in life, there's going to be the barriers, the obstacles that are trying to stop you from doing good. But just see that shit ahead of time. See that motherfucker come around the corner before you get there. Know it's coming. Be ready. Prepare yourself for it. You're going to be attacked. But prepare yourself. Build yourself up so you're ready for the attack. I love what we're doing here. I really do love what we're doing here. And going to Flow Rider Party on Star Island 2020 made me repent and turn to God for us doing some titty type things. Ain't nothing like seeing some wild shit to make you go to God like, hey, Lord, your son is here. You'll see some shit. You'll see some shit and it'll make you turn to God. You'll veer off path and you'll come right back like, woo, shouldn't have went that way. Here I am. Blessings to all y'all, everybody in this chat. I hope y'all all like talk to each other and deal with each other. Him Duncan, what's up? I see you in here. But yeah, man, fuck with y'all, man. It's 10 o'clock. I'm about to go to bed. Y'all keeping me in here though. If by Rudyard Kipling, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening by Robert Frost, written in 1922, I believe. But that's it. I'm gonna try to hop on here tomorrow. What's so good? I don't even know who's. I think my son has boxing tomorrow. Yeah, my son boxes, my little 8-year-old. He's got his little boxing card. I want him to do Golden Gloves. I'm gonna start putting some footage of him. Yeah, man. Shout out Rio. Shout out M. Duncan. Peace and love to the family. Thank you. Peace and love to all y'all family. Coffee's in the chat. I fuck with y'all. And it's going to be hard for me to do 5-hour streams or those long streams like that because it's hard to stay away from that long. And then Friday nights, I already do like 4 hours. I'm a family man, dude. And trying to do everything work, get this content out for y'all. Hey, man, I've been trying to do my shorts on here, man. Shout out Kangs. I'm going to go get another outfit from Kangs. Watch. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? I told you, Kevin, I fuck with you, man. Some of the things you be saying is harsh, you know what I mean? But on some real shit, I appreciate all y'all, man. I appreciate you, dude. And look, Kevin, when I first started doing this podcast and some of the things you were saying, it like was throwing me. But I had to realize that this is a different arena. This is different. You know what I mean? I like dealing with you like this. Like I was just messing with you earlier, gang. I appreciate that. And let's build a relationship. Let's build a relationship. Let's get on Instagram. Let's talk. If I can help you, you can help me, whatever it is. We're building a community here. And we're turning enemies into friends. And that's it. That's all we're trying to do here. That's it. And I fuck with you. JJ.
Yep.
Come get on live, girls. Come here.
Yo, I look chopped right now.
You want to see my son? He look older than me. Come here. What up, man?
Older than you?
It's my boy. This is my oldest son. This is JJ. He's 17 years old.
Damn.
Love you, pops. Give me a dap, nigga. You don't want to say you love me on the internet?
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I literally thought you were like Black Power.
Wait, you didn't say you love me though.
You be out.
Whatever, nigga. Oh shit. You took too long letting the dogs out, man. They be all jokes. Okay. And I understand that now. I understand it now. You know what I mean? Oh shit, he do look like John Moran, huh? What up, John Moran? I love you, Pops.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh man. But yeah, man. And slowly I'm gonna introduce everybody. Xander,
Yeah.
come here, dude. Yeah, he way too cool for me, man. Like these little he can't it's only gonna see his top portion anyway. Y'all wanna see Xander? Come here. Come here, Xan. Come here, boss. Come here, baby. Come here. Say what's up, dude.
What's up?
Ah! I love you, man.
Where's you?
You love me too? Ah! These are my babies, man. This is what I do everything for. These are my promises. This is my promise. Ah! Go get it back. But yeah, like, that's it. Ayana, come get on. Ayana, come get on camera. Oh shit. Oh man. They all too cool for me, man. You know what I mean? Like I've gotten to the age where I've gotten to see my coolness leave. I remember when I was cool. Now I see like, okay, I'm not the cool one. It's all good. But that she's gonna hop on. My wife is dope as fuck. Like she's so smart and like she's made me so good and so much stronger. But she'll get on here. She ain't having it. She in bed. She is not having it. Dang it! I get this question so much. What's your ethnicity, bro? I'm black and Puerto Rican. Black and Puerto Rican. You want you don't? I ain't calling the dogs up here. I'll get their ass a bath first. But yeah, I got 4 cane corsos, like 8 really. What is a roster thong? Come on, I just do it. Get a life, dog. You want to see Raider? I'll bring Raider on. I'll bring Raider on next time. I do it with Coffee with Rios. But yeah, man, shout out to y'all, man. Love all y'all. We out of here. Let me see. Cryptic, dude, it's good seeing you, man. I'm glad. Thank you for being in here. I appreciate you. Yeah, all the Ace boys, we all proud dads, man. Like, we're going to get a stream where we got all the kids together. Nah, I don't like I'm not going to say I don't like Bad Bunny. I don't know enough music to be like, yay or nay. I'm not even, I listen to old school R&B type shit. I listen to shit that keeps me cool. Vlog with the dogs. Well, I already told y'all one of the girls is in heat, so Raider's going to breed with her, and then we going to get the raffle going on that litter, so hopefully the breeding goes well. But good night, y'all. All right. Yeah. Litter coming soon. Raffling that whole thing off to all y'all because I fucking love and appreciate